Okay, so first thing we're going to do is take a look at the albums themselves. So they come in 14 different colors. So I've got a couple of the colors here. I've got 3 of them that Doodlebug sent to me and one that I picked up the other day on my own. So there is Cupcake, Bubblegum, Ladybug, Coral, Tangerine, Bumblebee, Limeade, which is this one, Mint, Swimming Pool, which is this one, I think. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why that didn't look right. Swimming Pool, Blue Jean, Lilac, which we're going to take a closer look at, Bonbon, Stone Gray, and Beetle Black. So they come in all 14 of Doodlebug's primary colors. They are $21.99 typically. So let's take a look. So if you've worked with other 6x8 ring-bound albums, these I think far surpass in quality, in options, everything. So as you can see, there's a lot that comes with the album. You've got the canvas on the spine, of course, that is the Doodlebug color. The covers are kind of a laminated, super smooth, pretty much everything, anything and everything adheres to this without hot glue, without breaking out like the E6000 or anything like that. Like just your normal glue, tape, whatever will adhere things to these covers. They are amazing. And the best thing about these is they open up flat. Like I'm not having to sit and bend this and bend this and bend this so it will open up flat and then having to push it back the other way to close it up. These just open, okay? So let's take a look at what comes inside. So you've got your chipboard dividers. There are 5 of these. These are a heavy chipboard. This chipboard is close to what I use to build mini albums. Okay, so I mean these are super heavy, super nice. They are tabbed, and starting with the Tinsel Time collection, the This and That sticker sheet has been changed, and there are now 5 tabs on that sticker sheet that line up perfectly on top of these. And of course, you always have the option with the bits and pieces because there's the little fold over tab pieces in there that will actually cover these as well. So there's those 5. Next up, we of course have our page protectors. So you've got 4 of the 6x8 just solid page protectors. You've got 2 that are 3x4. You've got 2 that are 4x6. And you've got 2 that are the combination of the 4x6 and the 3x4. These, like their big 8 and 12-inch albums, are side loading, so you don't have to worry about things falling out the top of your pockets. These are all side loading, which I have always really preferred over the top loading. And they do come, there are refills available. So if you wanted to like not use the chipboard, not use the other pieces, and just have all page protectors in a smaller size for a mini album scrapbook, they do come in packs of 12. So there is a pack with the 4x6 and 3x4. There is a pack available of the 6x8. There is a pack available of just the 3x4, of just the 6x6, and then there is a combo pack that I'm assuming, since it has 12 pages, has 3 of each of these styles as well. Okay. Now, this, honestly, I think is the coolest thing that they did with these 6x8 albums. You have 2 different pocket inserts. Okay. One is just a normal pocket on the bottom. These are a nice heavy cardstock. And then there are 2 that are a side loading pocket. And honestly, these are my favorite because this piece right here is pretty much the perfect size for those journaling cut aparts. The 3x8 journaling cut apart fits on here perfectly, like perfectly. Like I can't even tell you. And they are not glued flat. So there is like a tab in here so that you get the full length of the pocket. Um, very similar to how I would do like my mini albums. Okay, so there's that, and then you have 4 colored heavy cardstock inserts. These are cool to go ahead and decorate and do layouts and things on. You can also actually trim that little tab off and use them to mat, which I think is just pure genius. So, I mean, you want something that matches exactly, go ahead and trim that off. It's got that polka dot on here, very much like petite prints, and these will actually work to mat your covers. How cool is that? Okay, so that's what all is included in one of these albums. Yeah, I am so glad they did this because I mostly make my own albums, but I do like doing this style, this smaller style once in a while. And these are like everything I could have wanted had I done it myself. So let's start working on this album. Okay, so for my covering, you can see we've got like an ink splotch on here. I initially thought I was going to maybe ink blend and do some mixed media type stuff on here. And then I remembered I'm not the best at that, and this is probably not the time or the place. But just in case you're wondering, you can ink blend on these covers. So we are going to use my little mountain shaker that I did as a tutorial this summer. So I will link that in the description box, and I'll try and remember and put a link up in the upper corner there. But so we're going to use that. So my paper to mat this, the way I decided I wanted to do this, this is 8.5 by 6.25. Assuming my glue gun is going to cooperate here. So I am going to just glue this onto my cover. Maybe because now I've got glue all over my hand. Okay. So we are going to do that. Just move that on down. Okay. And then I'm going to take one of my border strips. And I love that the Doodlebug border strips are a full 12 inches wide. So what I did is I put this in my trimmer and I trimmed it to the right height for the album itself. And I'm going to run that right down along the edge of the canvas there. And you can, of course, glue that down if you don't think it's going to hold, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, so this, apparently I did not get glue all the way on the edge there. There we go. Okay, so this I am going to glue down just like so. It's already got dimension because, of course, when I built the shaker itself and, you know, staggered my mountains and all of that, it's got more than enough dimension there. So I'm going to put that down here at the bottom. And that's going to kind of overlap a little bit onto the purple there, which is just fine. I also have, whoops, come back here, Mr. Yeti. This is from the icon stickers. And I'm actually just going to tuck him like so, just peeking out from behind the mountains. So we've got our nice shaker that I have done with the SVG file, which of course I will also link down below. And aside from that, we're going to use a Chit Chat Piece. And this I'm using, I can't even talk today. It's been a long day. I'm going to adhere just with score tape. And I'm actually going to run this right up here like so. And then I've got this little snowflake, which I think I should move that over a little bit more because now I don't know that I'm going to use this. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that off. Just kidding. We're not going to use that. And then I've got other snowflakes. So because the album is purple and we've got a lot of colors with the rest of this, I am going to use just purple snowflakes from the bits and pieces and the little clouds from the odds and ends. And so I've got my foam tape on here already because, of course, with this cover, you can do this as dimensional or not dimensional as you would like, whatever works best for you. We're going to go right there with him and like so. So let me just go ahead and get my backing off. And it's literally that easy. You can get as simple or as complicated with these covers as you would like. The books are very, very well made, and it gives you lots of options to decorate your cover any way you would like. I had debated about finding some lighter weight acetate and doing the entire cover as a shaker, and decided against that ultimately, especially when I was like, hey, I have that cute little mountain shaker that I did over the summer, and it's still just like sitting off to the side here, so let's use it. Okay. All right, and so I used a mix of thin and thicker foam squares for this. Okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna put him over that way. Okay. All right. And there you go. There is your cover. Super easy. They're so much fun to build the covers on these books because you can do pretty much anything you want to do, and these covers will hold up to it. So next video we will be moving on to the inside of the book. So I hope to see you again then.